Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 2. It is a new day in Vergen and yes, I have returned to the city. And I also took the liberty to do some off-camera work again. I put some upgrades into my new armor, so I guess I will be wearing this for now. It actually has less bonus effects than the old one, but it has high armor rating, so I don't know which of them is actually better, but I guess I'll take this for now. And since you can actually see my hair now again, I changed back to the original hairstyle. I still think I like this one the best, so let's just keep the standard Garrett Witcher style. And I also finished 2 side quests, the poker quest and the arm wrestling quest. It was basically just one match that I had to play for each of the quests, and I did this off camera because, I mean, it's not really that interesting, is it? And then I've been looking at my other quests to see what I want to do next, and we have this one where I'm supposed to find a place of power. Now, interestingly enough, it's somewhere up here where I have just been last episode, and even though I looked at the area off camera, I actually didn't find this place of magic, so I'm kinda confused. And I wanna go back there and see if I find it now, because apparently I didn't look hard enough. So yeah, let me return to that area and let's see if we can find the place of power. Alright, so the place of power is supposed to be over here, and well, I would guess it has something to do with that tower, huh? But how do I get up there? I'm pretty sure there's no way to directly get onto this little rock over here, but let me have a look around to see if I can find some sort of passage. I'm pretty sure I can't scale any of these walls. Nope. Huh. I mean, I may be able to jump over this little gap. But then I would have to get up on that rock, so yeah, and this is basically where I started, yes, so I'm pretty sure I can't climb up here, no. But I may be able to jump over here. I mean, this looks like something that is made for purpose, right? It looks like one of those cliffs that you can climb up to, but it's too high. So if I can't get on this rock directly, I would have to get on this one, right? Yeah, this is another suspiciously clean cut. I don't know. Oh right, this is the place where you get attacked by harpies.
Damn monsters.
They just spawn endlessly, apparently. Okay, let me finish off the harpies. You are dead. And you are dead. I don't really need your feathers, but anymore. But I'll take them anyway. Who knows? Maybe that insane person wants even more feathers once I gave him the current ones. Yeah, so I'm guessing that I will have to. Oh, I'm pretty sure I haven't haven't been here yet. I totally missed this little path the last time I was looking around the area. Yeah, I didn't see this. Huh. And yes, this is totally a place where I can jump. Okay, let's do this.
Medallion's vibrating. Must be a very powerful source of magic.
Well, first of all, we're nearing more harpies apparently. And another one. So I guess this is where the harpies are nesting, in this tower. Alright. Anyway, let's jump over this little gap as well. And even more of them. Alright.
Wonder how many more will turn.
Endlessly. There's no end to them, Geralt. When will you ever learn? Oh, this is one of the tough guys. Let me retreat for a moment. Get a new sign. Oh, Celiano Harpy? That's a new one. Yeah, let me finish off the normal ones first, and then I can focus on you over here. You look pretty tough, but not tough enough for me. Alright. That seems to be all. Oh, a book. Take it. There probably is a place of power around here somewhere. Just to find it. But let me take all of the loot. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere inside the tower. A magical crystal. Give Philippa the item. Okay. So is this what I needed to find? Apparently it is. Yeah, I need to go back and talk to Philippa anyway, because I think I'm supposed to give her Trish's bandana. So I guess that's what I'm going to do next. But there's a place of power around here somewhere. Why can't I find it? Maybe it's down here. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, I see, it's down there. Okay. Well, I guess I'll head back to Vergen and talk to Philippa about the stuff that I found.
Yorvith's not just any troublemaker. Elves.
Alright, we're back at Philippa's place, so we can give her some stuff that we found.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yes. Oh, apparently I have a few new dialogue options, so... Right, we learned this from the mercenary, right?
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
Okay, so you send in Sheila to protect him? Interesting. I found the note of a scholar of the hunt. Right, I found a book in the catacombs.
There's proof that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Something that would interest mages, you'd think.
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect, the product of a conspiracy. And where there's a conspiracy, well, it's obvious mages must have hatched it.
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my intern. Take this up with her.
I'm pretty sure the Wild Hunt is not a conspiracy, though. Yeah, I found some stuff. For example, a magic crystal.
I found one of the ingredients for Saskia's cure.
Show me. Interesting. Getting warmer, but still not there. It's as if I'd sent you to get me the sun and you'd brought me a candle. We need something massive, an item of real power, Geralt. This is a dwarf's dream. Stolen and magically encased in this crystal. It would do if it were stronger.
You know what this means? In addition to normal harpies, there are Solano in the area.
Solano?
Dream snatchers. The only harpy species to develop something resembling intelligence. They magically bind dreams to mountain crystals. I heard they once inhabited this area. Solano live among regular harpies, but their lair should be full of stolen dreams. One of those would be powerful enough, I'm sure.
You'd have to enter the harpy lair through the quarry. Unfortunately, the gate to the caves is locked and Cecil Burden won't open it. I asked him on another occasion. Stubborn as a mule, that one. But we must not relent. Saskia clings to life by a thread. Let me show you the desire contained in this particular dream. Don't be hasty to judge.
Yes, I can feel it. Whose dream is it?
Cecil Burden's.
In that case, I need to see the alderman. Got a feeling he just might open the gate for me.
Okay. Convince Cecil Byrne to open the gate. Sure, but I can talk to you
You
about
wanted to discuss something?
some other stuff. Like, I found an immortal as well.
I found an immortal.
Excellent.
That's all you have to say about it? Well, at least apparently this is the right item and I don't need to find a new one.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yes, and I've got Triss's bandana.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Yeah, apparently she did.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
What?
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumours that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Well, I think I see the first cracks in our alliance. I don't like people like Stennis. Yeah, I don't really like him, but I don't think this has anything to do with the matter at hand.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, We need his blood.
I remember.
Well, does he have to be alive when we take his blood? I mean, if the peasants kill him, then we get enough of his blood, I suppose. But I would prefer not to get it that way. Because if the peasants kill the prince, then surely the nobles are not going to follow our agreements anymore. Anyway, where do I have to go now? Okay, I assume this is the castle, which should be over here.
You're stupid.
I'm starting to get a hang of this place, so yeah, I don't know. Let's have a save and
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Such judgment is above their station.
I believe it's Henselt's provocation. He wants to drive a wedge between us.
I guess that's also a possibility. And yeah, I see quite some commotion.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Humans only care how their asses rise as their stations do.
They're playing into Henselt's hands. If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face the entire amount of Kedwin alone.
You can't mix water with fire.
Saskia could.
Guilt must
And you
be
see
proven.
what they did to her?
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
I'll grant you that, Rainster.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
And nobody's maintaining order?
Nobody to keep things peaceful.
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
Don't be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvith!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want
But
revenge.
Olcan is dead.
It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Squirt'll keep an eye on him.
Why's the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Wow. Yorvith is really putting his foot down
We need
here.
to act quickly.
Okay, what exactly is your plan?
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Okay. Talk to those gathered in the square. You don't have much time.
Saskia's on the pier with
What exactly does this mean? Is there an actual timer going on? But
This is nonsense.
sure, let's talk to some people.
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing. Because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
So who commissioned the goblet?
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honour of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
So whoever poisoned her would have to know that and would have to get to that goblet.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance that two identical goblets were produced? Oh, so you're thinking that somebody exchanged the goblet. So basically the goblet was poisoned and somebody just put a poisoned goblet in place of her usual one. Huh, that's an interesting theory.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
Okay. Well, maybe Saskia didn't really check that closely before drinking when she drank the poison, so maybe it was a fake goblet. It's something to consider, at least.
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante
Find out
justice.
about the chalice or get more opinions. You don't have much time. I wish I knew exactly what that means. Does it mean I can only talk to a specific amount of
Serfs and
people?
lords will never be on the same side.
Or is there an actual timer? Because if there's an actual timer, then going
They're playing
away
into
and doing some other
Henselt's
quests
hands. If they
might
start at
not
each
be a
other's
good
throats,
idea.
We'll have to face the entire amount of Kedwin alone.
I'm going to talk to a few more people first, so...
Witcher, come over here.
And you see what they did
What?
to her?
What do you want?
What do you want?
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility.
So, what can you tell me about the attempt on Saskia's life?
Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields. Farewell.
Well, I don't really agree on your whole, world order thing, but I do agree that there should be a proper tribunal for the prince and not a lynch mob. So, yeah.
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He'd better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
So, did the prince have access to the wine cellar? That's a good question. But then again, if we're going to assume that he or the servant didn't poison the wine but the goblet, then they would need access to the wine cellar anyway.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones.
That's true. So what is this really all about?
What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal. Our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them!
I don't really like you that much either, to be honest. But yeah, tell me more about the servant.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Okay, so,
Give us this horsepower.
talk to the suspect peasant. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish I knew if going away affects my time. And I would like to talk to the prince as well. I mean, I talked to the dwarves, I talked to the peasants, I talked to the noble. So, I don't know if I should follow up on these quests or if I should try to talk to the prince. Let me talk to the prince and then I will try to do some other stuff.
I want to speak with the prince.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
We won't let you in.
Well, let's try to axie them.
Only I can help your prince.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Are you mad?
Silence! I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter.
Please, master.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
This is a deal.
What do you want?
Yeah, this would be a good way to get his blood. You know, give me some blood and we'll deal with this, right?
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away from the Wraith's battle.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Besides, my realm is falling apart, and she is responsible. Saskia and her rebels routed the royal forces at Gillette and on the banks of the Dyffny. For practical purposes, the Edirnian army no longer exists.
Those rebels are the last hope you have of stopping Henselt.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned and appoint a shoeshine his Secretary of State.
Don't think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia. Vergen can defend itself only if she's in command.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield to blackmail even if it costs me my life. I'll go to the axe, my head held high. And I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of royal blood to save a peasant girl.
You do realize that if the peasants are going to lynch you, I'm going to get your blood one way or the other, right? So, did you poison her?
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had, do you think I would boast about it? Don't be a fool.
I'm trying to help. Not only Saskia, but you, Your Highness.
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. One smear is all they needed to lay siege to my doorstep. Do you really think I should plead my innocence every time some village idiot says the prince did it? Or maybe go out there and beg them for mercy? Never!
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't you and they'll walk away.
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me. Do so. Convince the people to believe me. You'll not regret it.
You're trying to bribe me.
I want only to make a contract. Think about it.
Well,
Guards!
What is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything in order, sire?
We had a chat, but we are through.
this
Think on what
didn't
I
help
told
at
you,
all.
Geralt.
I will.
Save your...
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
Exactly.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The Witcher's right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
Well, I guess somebody may have swapped the chalices. Yeah, I guess I can't actually go and talk to my suspect and the servant, because I guess I questioned too many people now. So probably it was based on the number of people that I talked to and not really a timer. So I maybe should have done the quest before going to talk to the prince. But we're here now, and yeah, I don't know how the chalice got into her hand, to be honest. I guess somebody may have swapped it.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's 'cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his saviour.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
I think we already established that the assassin probably didn't poison the wine, but the chalice. And we don't exactly know how they managed to give her the chalice. And I do agree that probably the peasants don't have a reason to kill Saskia, but someone suggested that Henselt might be at work here. There might be a spy. So it's not evidence. I mean, I totally wouldn't put it past Stannis to do this, and he has motive because he knows that Saskia wants independence for the Panther Valley, so he has a good reason to kill her. But motive alone isn't evidence either. So while I'm suspicious of the prince, and I think he may have been responsible for this, I can't actually prove it.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden?
Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me.
Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
Okay.
So you've forgotten how you tried to bribe me when I was at your house?
How about that, snout face?
This is slander.
There are no witnesses, Witcher.
Well, I don't know if you poisoned the Virgin of Eden, but I do think you are pompous. Let me just get this out there. Still, lynching would be a bad idea because, first of all, it's wrong, and secondly, I feel this would be quite a disservice to our alliance. I mean, the nobles probably won't like a tribunal that would find the prince guilty if he is guilty either. But I think if the peasants are going to lynch the prince, the nobles will exit the alliance. So I think we shouldn't just kill him on the spot here. And I mean, I do have some leads. Maybe I can still, you know, follow up on them and find out more about the servant and the chalice. So yeah, let's not be hasty here.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
Nice speech, Geralt. I like that.
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking.
Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Alright, fair enough. Good luck. I don't quite understand why we can't get Stannis' blood now. I mean, I don't need all of it. We don't need to kill him. Just, you know, get in some guards and hold him down, and I'll take a few drops of his blood. But apparently that is not an option, because now I'm supposed to get Hansel's blood, which is probably going to be a little bit more difficult. And yeah, I still have these quests, so maybe I can find out more about the peasant and the chalice, and find out if Stannis is guilty or not. But the episode is long enough. Suddenly all stuff started to happen, and I didn't actually get to do what I wanted to do, but fair enough. So that was interesting. So let's end the episode for now, and I will probably, you know, continue my investigation in the next episode. So see you then.